Good day. Today I want to talk to you about yoga. I know that when we talk about yoga, the first thing that comes to mind is people getting themselves in these beautiful shapes and forms that we call asana. And asana, or yoga practice, the physical practice of yoga, is a component of yoga. But what I want to talk to you about today is the philosophy of yoga. Everything that we do has a deeper meaning, whether we know it or not. So, since everything that we do has a deeper meaning, it's good that we find out. So, just to let you know, I just completed my 200-hour Hatha yoga certification with the Yoga Alliance, and I am now on my own personal yoga journey, which I'll be going in depth through the studies and applying them to my life. And for me, it makes it more fun to be able to teach what I'm learning as I go along. So, yoga, what does it actually mean? The word yoga means union. It literally means union. It means to unite, to yoke, and to bind. So you may ask yourself, what am I yoking myself to? What am I binding myself to? I thought of it this way. Through my study and through my writings and just working with myself, I came up with a definition. And for me, my personal definition, which I'm sharing with you, is yoga is the integration of my personal mentality, spirituality, and physicality. All right? And why do I say that? I say that for different reasons. Now, you would have to have studied yoga, the philosophy in depth to understand what I'm saying. But just to let you know, of course, we can visually see that yoga is physical. All right? Yoga is physical in nature. There's the asanas and things like that, which make it physical where you're using our body. And we know that the body and the mind work together. And if you've ever done any type of asana practice, you know that it is mental focus. So you have to be there mentally to focus. All right. And when you're doing yoga, specifically when you're talking about the mentality or the mental aspect of yoga, is that you have to quiet your mind when you're trying to get yourself into a pose or when you're in a pose. You have to quiet the mind. And what helps with quieting the mind sometimes is the breath, for sure, but then taking a particular mantra or talking to yourself positively while you're in that asana, like maybe using an affirmation or something like that. So it makes it mental. On a spiritual or emotional level, and I'll just use those two together, spiritual and emotional, because they mean different things for different people. But when you are in asana practice and when you are breathing, you're actually moving energy within the body, literally. So, in another video, we'll talk more in depth about the chakras. We'll talk about the nadis or the energy channels in the body and the things like meridians and stuff like that. And also, you're moving around emotions. I have a history of massage therapy. I've been a massage therapist for 12 years now. And there's something called somatic release. And it can happen when you're giving a person a massage and you're moving around energy. The person may end up crying during the massage. A person may break out laughing during a massage. And people have different feelings that come up. The same thing that happens in a massage happens in the yoga practice. So we're releasing that energy when we're practicing asana, and that's what makes it emotional or spiritual. All right. And if you study the different if you get more deeply in yoga and you study like the Vedic texts, that can make it more spiritual for you if you feel like you want to integrate that into your practice. But just for now, just think of it as this: yoga is the integration, your personal integration of your physical body, your mental body, and your emotional and spiritual body. All right? So enjoy your asana practice and don't forget to study or tune into my channel while I'm on my personal yoga journey, which I'm making public for you, to understand more about the power of yoga. Namaste.